All right, this is the lab, if you will, as that guy by the name of Mike Tomlin calls it. But this is Geneva College, and these are some great people. These are the assistants who work so hard behind the scenes as far as the clipboard, the X and O's, and who all the players are on not only the Geneva College Golden Tornadoes, but the upcoming opponent who happens to be Carnegie Mellon. So Carnegie Mellon has their think tank, and Geneva has their think tank. Dakota Conway, ladies and gentlemen, right over there, defensive back coach. Mr. McElroy also teaches at that great school, Beaver Local, defensive line coach. And Jeff Brunton, I'll take a half a gallon of skim from Brunton Dairy. Absolutely, let me just shake your hand again. I'm a big fan of Brunton Dairy. Of course, Janowski's Farmers where you can get it, and Mr. Feldtrop over here. So let's talk about the last 2 weeks. And you know, I know a win is a win and a loss is a loss, but you got to take something positive away from the game against W&J and Case Western. I mean, I, as a fan, reading the box scores, you know, I would have liked to have had a win, but that gives me some hope. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're two of the best offenses in the league, if not the two best offenses in the league. And, you know, W&J was a little bit of a struggle there. We gave up 43, but I thought we held our own at times. You know, the idea was to try to just keep them in front of us. And against Case, we tried to get a little bit more aggressive. And I thought we played, you know, I thought the guys played real well. We got some stops when we needed them, and, you know, I thought we played pretty well. I was proud of them.
As Coach DeMarco said, Coach, you make mistakes against good teams like that, usually you're going to have to pay for it, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can't really let those guys get loose. You just, like Zach said, if you can tackle them and play the next play, you know, get them in the red zone and keep them out of the end zone.
Talk about your defensive backs. Obviously, this defense is young, and I've seen some good things, especially from the linebackers. What about your defensive backs moving forward?
Defensive backs, we got a great group back there. Obviously, with the loss of Joey Shively, took a hit there, but Jacob McLaughlin stepped in, a sophomore, doing a great job for us in the back end. Zach Hall, a senior, leading the captain for us, doing really well. Has about 3 picks on the year. Marcus Brumskin, our other corner, has stepped up in a big way this year. Made some big plays for us. So Tyler Can, Zach Kadlesic, guys in the back end who are doing a great job for us. So have a great group back there. A lot of young guys backing up too that we're excited about also.
All right, let's talk about the defensive line. Practicing against a guy by the name of Trey Marshall, who finished with 159 yards on the ground this past week, third all time now. That has to help. But you got to continue to get more pressure on the quarterback, and you got to continue to fly to the football. What about the future? And that's what I'm looking at, not just these next 3 games, but beyond. And I see that the youth has been served, and I think the next couple of years, you guys are going to not just round the bend, but you're going to take this thing to the next level. What about your defensive line?
Well, this year's been a year, I'd say, of development. You know, last year we got a little bit of experience and got to play some, and this year we're really starting to develop and show some progress. You know, not quite where we want to be. Obviously, we'd love to make 1 or 2 more plays and get those W's we've had the last few weeks, but you know, you see progress. You see them taking steps of progress and growth, and that's encouraging. And you know, guys, we pretty much start all sophomores, so it's a great thing that they're getting tons of time this year, and we're rotating in some more sophomores and freshmen and a junior. So you know, we're excited about that. It starts up front with our nose with Alonzo Regna, and then 2 sophomore ends, Noah Freeman and Levi Raylan.
Right.
So those guys are doing good.
That's real good. Listen, guys, best of luck this week against Carnegie Mellon, and moving forward in the final couple of weeks of the regular season, going to be back here at Reed Field. And if you stick with them long enough, fans, remember, just like Brunton's Dairy, they deliver. The Geneva College Golden Tornadoes. Coach DeMarco and I are going to look back at last week, look ahead, and also because I'm going to be really on the road a lot this week, going to be at the Marcellus Shell Coalition on Wednesday, and then out in Latrobe as we pay tribute to Bruno Sammartino and his wife Carol, that foundation to help the homeless and hungry at Taste the Good Life in Latrobe. So we're going to talk a little high school football with the coach, and maybe even get that guy who does a little recruiting for this wonderful school, New Brighton native, former quarterback Tommy Contenta. Stay with us, okay?